What's up, everybody? I got distracted. I started late. I try not to start late, but I saw this conversation about Van Johnson in the chat, and I don't know what's up with Van. Is he banned from Facebook? Somebody fill me in on Van and what's going on with him. In the meantime, let's say hi, everybody. I'm solo tonight, so bear with me. I'm gonna put on some tunes. Whatever tunes they have here. Brand. I think I was gonna do this one. Okay, so let's see who's in here. Ryan Gonzalez. Great way to end the day. That comment was like at noon today. Rob Zamora. Heyo. Vonnie Rotten. Sup. J Mac. Hey guys, happy Memorial Day weekend. Yes. So good. Summertime's coming. And you know what that means? You know what summertime means? Summertime means Cosmic Legions. NYC Figure Fanatic. What's up, Bill? What's up, everybody? Kevin Boots. Braku Prime. Brick something. So I got a new setup today. I am TJ. What's good, everybody? Cloud. What's going on? JG. David Williams. I saw you with a... I saw it today, but it was your yesterday post that you got a bunch of... Looked like goblin heads you were working on. Maybe some spacey stuff. Let's see who else we got here. Cowabunga Dude. Curtis. Boy Called Malice. Casper! Alright, Casper's here, which means we're giving away this. So the story behind this is that I put up for trade a Sir Girard in the Cabal. For those who maybe not aware, the Mythic Legions Cabal, the Facebook group is amazing. But I put this Sir Girard up for trade, and I was hoping to get, because this is kind of like slightly older now and a little bit like out of stock, but I was hoping to get a Bryophytus and a Mephitor, because I had given away my Bryophytus and I had gone to the event, the Curiosity event, and I tried to get another Bryophytus, but they didn't have any. So I tried to trade this, and Casper said, hey man, I'm going to just send you those figures. You know what you should do? Just give away that Sir Girard. And so this is really, this is Michael Casper's giveaway. So we'll do that in a little bit. So thank you again, Michael. Really appreciate it, man. Mick Zarzuela. Braku Prime. Let's see. I think I'm repeating a few people here. Let's see. Finally got the game figures sorted out. Oh, nice, dude. That took a while. And now we're at the free van stuff. So let's see. Nikto's here. Let's see. Curtis. Who else? Who did I miss? Did I miss anybody? I think we got everybody here. Got 52 people. Not bad for just me being solo and not having any prep. No prep today. Actually, I did prep something, but not news. I prepped a little area over here. Actually, I can show you. I got a overhead cam, a little setup over here going on, so we can show that after. I'm gonna open up that Buzz Off figure. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up here. 8:30-ish DorkLair, yeah. A little late. The van thing got me. Does he get banned a lot or something? I want to know. Kevin Boots with the $2. Hit the like button. As usual, thanks again always to the super chats from last week and all the prior weeks. And also, I'm going to put up my little banner here. I hope I got it cut up. I don't think there were any new ones since last time, but we got our members. Edgardo. Hey, Tommy. I feel like Tommy doesn't make it in here very much. What's up, dude? Yeah. Oh, and Cloud is a new member. Sweet. Thank you, Cloud. That's awesome. I got to do another live. I've been trying to figure out how to do it because when I did the last members live, it was like StreamYard considered it a private live stream, and I couldn't see any of the comments. So I got to figure out how I want to do it. I think the trick is to just do it straight from YouTube and just do it right from YouTube. But what that means is I won't be able to do giveaways the same way I do it. I'll have to do something different when I do giveaways for member lives. That's why I haven't done one yet. I haven't really wrapped my head around it. But thank you, Cloud. Thank you, Edgardo, for the super chat. Don't get your hopes up on another great show, because I have no plan. We're just going to chat. Fortress Madamus. Oh, this one. How do you become a member? So there should be like a little join thing next to the subscribe button, but it all depends on like what app you're using. Like if you're on an iPhone, you probably won't see it. If you're in a browser on Chrome, you probably will. It all depends. So, good luck finding it. But it should be on certain browsers on the page, either the homepage of my DorkLair YouTube channel, or just on the stream or whatever, or any video you're watching. There should be a join button. It's just not always there. What the heck is this? Do a duck race. All right, you're going to have to explain that to me. Oh, okay, you found it, dude. Sweet. Thank you, Jeff. Welcome, Denizen. You're all Denizen. Everybody's a Denizen, but that's just what I named that tier. It's just a buck a month. And Nikto, $5 super chat. Thanks for always challenging the trolls with logic in the Cabal and on Instagram. I am a bit of a sucker for doing that, because it always ends up being like a never-ending, like, quote-unquote debate. It's not really debate, but, conversation that's back and forth endlessly. Thanks, boy called Malice. Appreciate it. So again, we're giving away a Sir Girard tonight. And, hey, Thomas Money, what's up, dude? Thank you for becoming a member. What's that? 3 new members already? You guys rock. Okay, a duck race is an alternate way of doing giveaways. Instead of a wheel, it's animated ducks racing. Whoever wins the race wins the toy. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, but like the thing about the StreamYard giveaway is it's so simple and easy, and you can't screw it up. But yeah, like I could do the wheel or like some version of the wheel. Figure Fanatic, look at this. Thank you. My most boring, unplanned episode, and we're getting all the members today. Oh, there's Van. Okay, Van's gonna have to explain what's going on. Everybody saying you're banned? I don't know if that's from Facebook or what. Did I miss an explanation here? Vanimal. That's right. And one thing that I can't see. Oh, okay, I can come over here and look. Yeah. Okay. I can see like what are they called? The flare or the emojis. So like there's like do it, right? There's like the Palpatine do it. Picard facepalm, and the Farley taking the glasses off. The Schlitz gay beer commercial. I don't know if everybody remembers what that's from, but it's pretty hilarious. Okay. So on my end, what I see is the written out ones. Like I see : _facepalm : like in StreamYard, but I have to go to the live stream, like back. What do you call it? The back end. Oh, there's echo? Really? What's causing my echo? Does this have audio? Camera settings. Let me no echo here. Okay. Let me know if there's echo. I don't know why there would be. I don't even really need to have my headphones though. But I got the tunes going. Okay. All right, cool. So what's going on, everybody? Like what's going on in the news? One thing I saw that was cool in the Facebook group that I wanted to mention, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it right now, because like I said, I didn't plan, but I had just seen this maybe like an hour ago. I don't know when it was posted, but somebody in the Cabal is running a D&D campaign with their kids this summer, and they are instead of using minis, they're using Legions figures. And what he's going to do is he's going to buy, like, he's going to basically give them the figure with the basic armor. And then as their character gains XP and levels up, he's going to give them like different armor, like custom 3D printed armor to like, you know, give them like the leveled up armor. I thought that was brilliant. That's a freaking amazing idea. There was also yet another never-ending conversation about articulation with Legions that I stupidly got in, and you know, there's valid points on all ends of that, but I just think in some ways it's not even worth debating because they're not going to do double jointed elbows and butterfly joints. They're just not. Kevin's here. What's up, Kevin? Oh, happy birthday to Trevor Williams and Nate Strong. Today is both of their birthdays, my Legions Lounge buddies. So if you see them in the chats and stuff, wish them a happy birthday. I don't think they're here yet, but or if they're coming at all. I mean, it's their birthday. Hopefully they're not going to spend it just watching me by myself on my live stream. Hopefully they got plans. But tomorrow is Jonathan's birthday. Hedgehog. I don't know if Hedgehog is here. Hedgehog's here. Happy birthday, dude. Happy early birthday. If I wanted articulation, I'd buy a Reveltech. I hope they don't change the Legion recipe. That's where I am too. Like, there's plenty of figures with articulation. And there's even a fantasy line with, you know, like more hyper articulation coming with the Savage Crucible. So there's plenty of like options to have hyper articulation. I have tons of figures with tons of articulation, but I still play with my Legions more than anything else because I like the pop and swap. I like the durability. I like the chunkiness of it all. There's just something, as we say, hand candy about Legions. Oh, wow, Kevin. So you and Hedgehog have the same birthday. And your 40th. That's a big one, dude. 40 years. Happy birthday. Congrats. Laura's here. What's up, Laura? Laura's disappointed because Larry and Chris aren't here. I'm sure. Personally, I've never been unable to get a Legion in the pose I wanted. It just takes some creativity. Me too, for the most part. I mean, I will be happy when they have that added range of those upcoming knights in the Necronominus wave. That'll be, you know, very welcomed. But yeah, there's nothing too crazy that I've ever been like challenged with. Just like two-handed on the older body. What's up, Josh? Ryan. Cloud hit 41 just recently. Happy birthday. Right. So this is like the NECA thing. So Alf hat. This is what he's talking about, right? Billy, this is what you're talking about? This kind of elbow? This is what Savage Crucible is going to have, this kind of elbow. It's a double joint, but it's like a, I don't know, a sausage, I guess is. I guess I kind of agree with that description. I don't like, yeah, on humans it can be off. It can be off-putting. Curtis is eagerly awaiting Mayfex Magneto in steel. Nice. It's hard to keep up. I'm trying to read all the comments, but it's kind of hard to keep up. Jeff, you put in an order for Wave 1, Savage Crucible. Nice. Where'd you order from? There's the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Trevor. And happy birthday, Jonathan. And happy birthday, Trevor. Birthday boy. If anybody wants to jump on with me, let me know. Direct. Okay. Direct from the Savage Crucible site. Cool. Cool. The prices were like the you know, they weren't too much of a markup after the Kickstarter, so seemed pretty good prices. Armies of Ashmore. Yeah, that's something we should talk about. So if you guys watched last week, so the story is that Len from Wolf King printed up a set of the like weapons and shields for the Armies of Ashmore stuff, and then sent them over to me to take some pictures and just to kind of like show how they look with like a Mythic Legions Ogre scale figure. And then just on a whim, or, you know, just like a random thought, Eric Miller had said, hey, I would love to paint those. And he was just like saying it. He wasn't asking to do it. But I was like, maybe I should see if I can send them and to see if he actually really wants to do it. So sent those over to Eric and he painted them up. And Matthew not went to the factory, but, you know, contacted the factory and to see if it would be possible. And now it's a weapons pack, like a week later, maybe 9-10 days later, it's a weapons pack in the Kickstarter that Eric Miller designed, that he designed the paint master for. So pretty sweet. Curtis available. Oh, Curtis is going to jump on. Let me grab the link, Curtis. Did anybody else say they wanted to? Okay, Trevor and Curtis are going to come on. Joe, I skipped the in-stock sale, believe it or not. I was tempted to get that Bryophytus and Mephitor, but Casper hooked me up, so I got those. All right, so Trevor, let me send the link. I'm sending the link over to Trevor and Curtis. Curtis, that has been sent. One sec, Trevor. Where are you? I'm just going to send it in the Legions Lounge one on Instagram, Trevor. All right, those are sent. Yeah, there's just so much, and there wasn't anything I was super dying to get or get extras of right now. Like, I might have got an extra. There's a couple things that I would just always get extras of, but just didn't think I needed to spend the money right now. Break something. Love the Eric Miller weapons. Since I'm only getting 2 Armies of Ashmore, I canceled the OG multicolored weapons pack for Eric's. I'm sort of trying to stay all in. I'm hitting my upper limit here, because they keep adding, he keeps adding things, and it's like, okay, now it's up to like $600 to go all in, essentially, or something like that, something along those lines. So, yeah, I'm hitting my limit soon, and I'm gonna have to start picking and choosing if they keep adding stuff. Stands and a mouse pad, nice. I want them to do a playmat, so like for playing trading card games, like it's basically like a giant mouse pad, just big enough to have your play area with like your Magic or whatever. I want them to do a playmat with or maybe even somebody to do the playmat, licensed Magic playmats with like Nate's artwork on it would be awesome. Lord Bardrick, he sold out so fast. I don't know how that happened. That's crazy. I think, well, 2 things. One, I think after release, the hype for him went up. And I think prior to the release, like during the big pre-order window, I think that people just ordered fewer of him. I don't think people really, it was one of those ones that people really didn't realize how good it was. Kind of like Vorga. I think Vorga is going to be kind of like that in the cosmic stuff. Where are these guys? Are you going to do a video or short about predictions on what the new figures in All-Star 6 would be, like how you did for Necronominus? Probably not, because that's a week away, right? Maybe. That's an idea. I'll throw it in my like pile of to-do list and see if I can do it. I'd like to. I'm not sure I have enough good ideas actually to make a video like that right now. Looked much better. Yeah, Bardrick looked better in hand than in picks. Oh, I'm big, you're small. Hold on. How do I do this?
I'm in small.
There you go. What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Good. Okay, can somebody tell me, do you know what's going on with Van Johnson and his banishment?
I do.
Or whatever?
It's kind of a long story, but basically it started from his, he tried to get into the Legion's ladies and it did not work. And then there were some things said.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but I think his ban ends here. Actually, it might be over in like 5 minutes, I think.
Oh, okay.
So
that's funny. Kevin Dufresne wants to know what I teach. I teach English at the high school level. I teach sophomore English, and sophomores are the best. Sophomores, 15-year-olds, like relatively, right? Like freshmen are like deer in the headlights. They don't know what to do with themselves, and they're overwhelmed, and they're just like, they're very much little kids still. And then juniors are like way too cool for anything, and like they think they're grown up and they don't want to be kids, and like, but sophomores are perfect. They've learned the ropes of the school, but they have still like that like whimsical kid kind of thing going on with them.
they don't have the big ego yet.
They don't have the big ego yet, and they're still like down with like dad jokes and dumb crap that I throw at them.
I was terrible at English. That was my worst subject.
Cloud says English was her favorite subject.
Yeah, they when I took the ACTs, like the reading part, I just guessed on all of them because I didn't want to read.
Okay, Trevor's going to be on in a few. Here's an interesting question. What's the better decision? Buy a figure at rising secondary market prices, hold out for a 2.0 or all-star release, or accept that it was missed out on and don't waste money on? I think the third option is the best mindset to have, and then it's just bonus if it happens in a 2.0 or an all-stars.
Yeah, I think it depends on what the character is. Like if it's somebody that would be eligible for an All Stars, I definitely have paid some high bucks for things that then came out as an All Star that I wish I would have waited on. And then obviously there's higher people that are more important to the storyline that there's more likelihood that they're going to get a version 2. So like an Otho, I would probably wait on a version 2 would be. But yeah, I just, and I know you've talked about it too, but each wave is so much better than the one before it that I just try to look forward rather than focus on the ones in the past.
Yeah. Yep. And also there's so much coming out.
Oh yeah.
There's just more than enough to keep you busy, keep your wallet empty, just with the regular price stuff coming out down the road.
Well, and it's like the early waves, there was very limited tooling changes. But now it seems like, Poxus had a lot of different tooling. Necronominus had a huge amount of tooling. We just saw this new figure Obscura, which is like 90%, new tooling. So there's just so many new parts coming that it's, why focus on the past when you got so much cool new stuff coming out?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, not only is it Trevor and Nate's birthday,
it's also cookies.
Oh, yeah. And it's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
I love this Kevin Tong poster that I have in the back here. My wife got me that for Christmas one year. I got to see it again in the theaters recently.
Yeah, I heard it was out in theaters. It was good.
So good. So good. Like just seen on the big screen. In the scene, I think I might have mentioned this, but the scene that stuck out to me the most, just seeing it on the big screen again for the first time and since the 90s, I guess, was Yoda's death. Like that scene it's like a painting. It's beautiful. I know it's like a sad scene, but it's also crazy visually awesome, that scene.
See, for me, like Return of the Jedi was the first movie I ever saw in the theaters when I was a kid. And for me, the vivid memory that sticks in my head is when they're on the barge or whatever, they're on the boat out there, and then the R2 shoots out the lightsaber, and you see that green lightsaber light up, and it's like, yeah.
I heard a really funny radio segment today. It was they were playing back some radio from the week the movie came out, and they interviewed a little kid, like a 7-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling all his favorite parts of the movie. He's like, oh yeah, like when R2 shot out the lightsaber and Luke jumped off the plank and they Leia choked out Jabba and then they were talking about how like there was so much backlash from their audience.
Really?
Kind of rightly so, because the kid was like spoiling it for people who hadn't seen the movie yet. So people were like diehard, like anti-spoiler even back in 1980. What was that? 83.
Yeah.
And they had like the follow-up thing where they apologized, but kind of like a backhanded apology. And it was kind of funny. Like, don't like kind of making fun of people for like getting too caught up in that, but still.
It was a lot easier back then to avoid spoilers without, all the social media stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Laura says the cookie joke is worn out.
Never worn out.
Yeah, it's also the original Star Wars, and I think maybe a couple others, but not Empire, right? Empire might have been like 21st or something like that.
which Empire's the best one.
Yeah, I'd say filmatically, or like in terms of like film and the quality of the movie, I'd say it's probably the best caliber. But for me, the original Star Wars, A New Hope, is my favorite.
That's a good one too.
It's just,
you can't go wrong with any of the original three.
Full on adventure. So fun. Look at this. Hedgehog was born the night Star Wars came out.
Serendipity.
So you were born in 77. So you're like, I was born in 76, but like late 76. So we're basically the same age.
Yeah, I was born in 77 too. So all of us collectors are around in the same area, I think. At least
Trevor and Nate are a little older.
A little bit.
Speaking of.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Trevor.
Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks for having me on the show, Curtis. Appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you being on.
Another one you've taken over.
Kevin Boots 77 was born in 77. That explains the name.
I saw Star Wars in 77.
Oh, look at this. Wow.
I don't remember it much, but I remember a little bit.
Wow, a lot of 77s, huh?
Getting old, baby.
Nice Eagle shirt. Anytime I see the Eagles, all I think about is in Big Lebowski when he says he hates the Eagles.
Yeah, I know. I think a lot of people got their attitude about the Eagles from that movie, quite frankly. The corporate rock. Like they only had 4 dozen hits, like doing something right.
Can't argue with success.
With the Horsemen doing the All-Stars alumni vote, now we could end up getting all the old figures for retail eventually.
I don't know about all of them.
No, not all of them.
I don't know about all of them.
But
I mean,
every year they knock 3 or 4 off the list, so
yeah,
closer and closer.
Yeah.
Well, I know Jeremy was going through the numbers on which ones haven't been available for reissue, and it wasn't a lot. Like, a lot of them have made the cut already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Jonathan, let's not mistake it. Not Philadelphia Eagles, brother. You know better than that.
Yeah, a little bit different Eagles.
Did they? I mean, I know that they were like well, I think Jeremy said something about this. Is like the All Stars is kind of a pain.
Yeah.
To do, you know what I mean? Sometimes. So like, I don't know if it was on not necessarily on the chopping block, but I think they were. I don't think they'd miss it. You know what I mean? So well, I don't know. I don't know anything, but maybe it's not long for this world, and
right.
We may not be getting it. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those things where their year is so filled up now that is it worth it to them to do an All-Stars wave that just doesn't sell as much, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just about like money grabs and then making money. It's about growing the line, right? Because they're not like just sitting there rolling in cash and pocketing all this money for to get rich. They're rolling it back into the line, and all the profits they make are there for growing this thing.
I wouldn't mind seeing them do away with All-Star and instead do a vote for somebody to get a version 2 treatment, because I think about like a Galeron, right? And I think he probably got quite a few votes for this All-Star, but if he didn't get in, I think the reason he wouldn't get in is because he's just a bucket-headed knight. I mean, he's got a cool color scheme to him, but if you redid that with the same kind of color scheme and gave him a human head with a different helmet to hold, I think that character sells like gangbusters. So,
yeah, I think it's just people. Well, it's probably more true for people coming into it now who are not going to go backwards and get some of these really expensive figures that you're not going to be able to get, the Motu stuff, if you're into that. But it's just for us people who are just on the cusp of it. You know what I mean, missing the 1.0 or skipping a few figures, even if you were in at the early Kickstarter, wanting to get those figures for a cheaper price. And I think that's who that's appealing to, because like you said, Curtis, I think people with all the advancements they've made on these figures, they just they're not as exciting. You know what I mean? I mean, they're good builders sometimes. You know, there's some parts there and stuff like that for customs, but they're not that exciting. You know what I mean?
It's mostly for completists. And
Clavian
once
is an exception.
once they're back out, they don't have that allure anymore. They just they lose it.
The value's not there. Yeah.
Right. Just like imagine right now somebody saying, "Oh my God, like Romulus, like so hard to get, and like I want it so bad." Like nobody's like dying to get Romulus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Jeff with the $5 super chat has a question for Trevor. What 4 Horsemen figure has been your favorite to shoot?
Ooh, that's a good question.
From the 4 Horsemen, I got to say it's down to this guy or the Headless Horseman. They were both like just really inspiring. If you're talking about Mythic Legions, I don't know. That's so wide open.
How about right over my head over here?
Yeah, that's great. Just because I love Leodicius, that's my faction, and like that was a lot of fun, man. To get horses and stuff, that was really fun. You know, I didn't get in. I was just looking back at my pictures, and I was at G-Con and taking pictures of the figures as they were showing them on, revealing the horses and Arethyr. I was taking pictures on the table. I mean, that's all I have. I got to go back and shoot Arethyr for posterity reasons, but Arethyr was fun to shoot. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of thinking about what I'm doing for them, but for myself, I always like the skeletons too. I don't know. Yeah, probably that one over your shoulder. Probably that one.
Your Wukong pictures are amazing. Like the one with the moon behind him, and then the other one where he's leaping down from the trees. Like, so good.
It was inspiring, man. It's just an inspiring figure. You know what I mean? It's fun to do something different, especially with something from those guys that's a production figure that I know isn't going to fall apart if I push it a little far. So that's always fun to do. And I actually had time, which I don't right now. I'm still shooting All-Stars.
Nikto with the $2 super chat. Clavian, fingers crossed.
Clavian. It just sounds like something Jerry Lewis would say, right? In the
turn down the old skeletons. I'll take the new ones.
I just want him, man.
Expression head packs over reissues.
I would take that. Like,
I respect that opinion.
Like, put out a head like Sir Godfrey is one where they, you know, Jeremy said they probably would not put in an all-star vote because he's basically just a Templar. You know, but you give me a Sir Godfrey head, like what he would look like in a head pack. Oh yeah, I'll buy that in a second. So
see, that's what it's interesting. The vampire they put out, right, that wasn't supposed to be anybody. They didn't name him. It was just vampire head. But it would be cool if there was a new tooling head sculpt, just one, even 2 would be great. You know, 3 would be even better. But you know, in a pack of 6 or whatever they're gonna do, if there was one that was like, you know, a new sculpt for, you know, if they did a 2.0 Otho or whoever is masked and we haven't seen, you know what I mean? That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Kevin, $5 super chat. I'd prefer instead of All-Stars waves, small waves like Zaxius every couple months or quarters, alternate properties. I like that. I like that as well. I really liked the Colosseum and I liked those themed waves that they would do. And this Zaxius wave reminded me of those, like Wasteland, like those were cool.
I liked both the last 2 cosmic waves that they were small, you know, like 4 to 6 figures. That's perfect.
Yeah, that was like the Bjorngar and all that stuff was great. That was a great, nice little size. And that's the other thing about the All-Stars is there is so much coming out now. Like back then it was like maybe a couple waves a year. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe even only one shipping and the other one coming the next year. So that was a nice filler, you know, that and the in-stock sales were great to keep people going. But now, I mean, there's so much to go.
It's nice once you're on that pre-order train and you just get some boxes showing up like every couple months.
No, it's like, well, that's not what I just pre-ordered like a month ago, but it is really cool. I was waiting.
Right. It's like, oh yeah.
Nolan's
forgot
in the
about
house.
these.
What's up, Nolan? Nick Zarzuela, I always wanted an Ilgar, but now he's released. I'm not even buying him or thinking I can use him for pop and swaps, but not for the character anymore. I'm still really psyched to get. I'm actually still really psyched to have gotten him in hand because his paint is so cool.
Mhm.
I was kind of
Yeah,
disappointed.
Ilgar is awesome.
I was kind of disappointed with him.
Yeah.
When I got All Stars, I thought I was going to be excited for Ilgar, and I wasn't going to be excited for what's the Okiedos, and it was the complete opposite. Like that Okiedos, I love it. Like
You're just an anti-skelite. That's all.
Well, Okiedos is kind of a skeleton, a little bit, I guess. It's a weird armed skeleton guy. Yeah.
I love that coloring on Ilgar, man. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a good one. Ilgar bones would make a good dragon charred pile. The Ilgar head and neck are great just for swaps on other figures. Like if you don't have the Legions Con exclusive head for the unknown one, you could put that on there. It looks pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You don't have to match the bones or anything.
Oh, interesting. See, I've never handled a 1.0, so it's got better paint apps. That's interesting.
Does it? Because I have the 1.0. I don't know. I don't know if I've opened any of the 2.0s to see. I'm not sure.
Do a comparison shot.
Yeah.
I paid big money for the Etherblade sword in the past, and now it was reissued with the new Gorgo. There's a lesson to be learned there, I think. Yeah.
Yes, there is. In many ways.
I paid $300 for a Black Knight a month before it came out as a Legion Builder, $25 figure.
$300. That's pandemic spending right there.
Yeah, that's happened to me too.
Yeah, so FYI, it's happened to all of us.
Yeah. That's like
just seeing both are on the list was like, I just bought him, man. Come on, don't win.
The prices of things during the pandemic were like batshit crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Like, remember when Mezco, like some Mezcos were like up to like $1,000 during that time.
Yeah, Mezcos have cooled, man. Holy moly, have they cooled?
Because it was part of the whole collecting boom of the. It was part of that. It was part of that flipper collecting boom of the pandemic.
Plus, they were
trading cards. Had the same thing happen to them.
Mm-hmm. Plus, Mezco was doing that whole. They were doing a lot more short-term exclusives that you had 5 minutes to get it at best.
Yeah,
and that was it. Or
plus, when you get Mezcos, you got to buy like the different dresses and stuff for them. So
shoes, little pumps, right?
Yeah.
Shut up, Curtis. You're on soft goods now. You're into soft goods. Don't even lie.
Right? Yeah, you're a dog collector too now, man.
I do like my soft goods now.
Simple rule: don't spend more than 100 on any single Legion.
It's going to be combing hair pretty soon, blowing it out.
That's a good rule. I like that rule. I would spend like 120, 150, but
I would love to do that.
Finding a limit and just figuring out what that limit is for yourself, and then just don't do any.
Too far
go higher.
Too far gone.
I definitely did not follow that rule.
Chasing the dragon
of collecting Mythic Legions. So
yeah, I didn't want to be a completist. I wasn't even going to collect like full races like vampires. Like, nah, I don't need vampires. And then I got a couple of vampires. I'm like, I need all the vampires and more.
Hey, it's Star Wars Day, and we have an actual Star Wars actor.
That's right.
Beautiful.
In our
star
audience right now
of Boba Fett, right?
Space traveler.
He's got a sweet haircut now too. You're killing it, Fabio.
I will most certainly spend well over that for Keltis at some point. I mean, I guess if
Probably
any of the ones to like feel like you're not going to just suddenly see a reissue, those tributes are the ones to go for, right? Like much less risk there with overspending.
I would just make one with a Zazar. That way you got the Skeletor muscles with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that they didn't do that, but I guess they didn't really want to like push it too much. I know with the Motu stuff, they got to, tread carefully to some degree. Thanks, Papa Schmitty.
Yeah, test shots are different.
Oh my god!
And
Did you see how much those
honestly
slogs
a
are going
great
for?
price. Yeah.
Like $1,200, man.
Is that really?
Yeah,
What?
there's one up there for $1,200 or $1,400 on eBay.
I saw.
I mean, it doesn't sell, but like it's up there.
At Mesquicon, I saw a Sphexian test shot for like $850. Like, oof.
Man, oh, man.
Whenever I see on eBay like something like an action figure for like $1,000 or something, I always imagine it's some guy who's telling his wife like, "I'm gonna sell my figures," and then when she says, "Why haven't you sold your figures?" "Look, they're on eBay. I don't know why they're not selling. They're there."
He just prized it so he doesn't have to get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just leave it on the shelf.
Right. I don't know. Nobody's biting, man. Stop calling me.
Yeah, there's two things I don't have money for, and that's test shots and 1/6 scale stuff. I'll leave that to Trevor. So
How can I? Oh, it's gonna have to be like this.
That looks good.
Yeah. So I got a little setup here, just an experimental, temporary thing, and
Mm-hmm.
if this seems good, I'll do a more permanent setup. But I
It's a
thought I
nice
would
looking
open
camera.
this.
Lighting looks good.
yeah,
That's actually so I was able to get my DSLR hooked up. So
Nice.
Canon, I think it was in the last 6 months they did some software updates to their like interface, like to the the computer software, and I can just use that now.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean it looks pretty good. Let me pop it up for a second. Right? And
Yeah,
it's
looks really
got the
good.
autofocus, so I also have those cards here.
Oh yeah.
Because when I get my stuff, I'm gonna open some packs.
Dude, that
There
one
you go,
right
Trevor.
there. That oh my
Jeff
God.
Easley.
Jeff Easley's the man.
This is my
I was just
favorite.
watching there's a whole documentary on all the old D&D artists,
Yeah.
from oh man, it's so good.
There's another one named Tony Sudlow, who was also like a TSR cover artist. In this,
Do you
who's got a
remember
lot
a
of stuff.
Tony? I don't remember
This-
his last name, but
This I love this. This is
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Severine Pinot. This
Yeah.
reminds me of Legions.
yeah.
see that?
It looks like an old time tarot card, man. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean these things are gorgeous. But yeah, I
I
was
tried
gonna
to get
open up
into
this.
playing Magic, man. I don't know. I just never did. It looks like so much fun. It was another thing like Dungeons and Dragons. Like I didn't have enough that nerdy friends who wanted to play. So I was like, screw it.
Let me get us back while I get this thing out of the box because I think I gotta cut some. Let me get this back out of. So yeah, so this looks pretty good.
You
Yeah, it's a cool looking figure.
But yeah, keep chatting it up while I get this thing out of here.
I'm
So,
actually
slight-
looking for something
oh,
to
go
buy
ahead.
right now from Big Bad Toy Store because I need to get some more stuff in my pile of loot before I ship it. So you may be talking me into a buzz off tonight.
You got to add some more to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
I shipped my pile of loot today because something hit it that I want really bad that I've been waiting for forever. So that means something else will come into stock tomorrow.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
Fabio, if you weren't in California, I would come and play Magic with you.
I'm
I guess
waiting
you can
on
do it
that,
online though. Now I don't even know. Can you?
There's an app. It's called Arena, and it's actually
Okay.
a really good way to learn Magic.
Oh, really?
Maybe I should do that. So slight plug, and just as a point of discussion that we're on this, I'm actually over on Star Wars Time Show on YouTube. Matt and Nick, they do a show every Tuesday at 5 p.m. now. Just talking Star Wars. We're doing a Star Wars D&D game. They just published the first episode, and we're all pretty much noobs. This is like the second time in my life that I play D&D. It's so much fun, man. It's so much fun. I mean, we're not great, but the story was fun. It was kind of exciting to watch, I think.
Is
Well,
it like
maybe.
the old school Star Wars RPG, or is it like D&D with Star Wars?
No, this is
characters?
D&D with Star Wars, basically. It's the
Okay.
D&D system. It's the E5 something or other. I don't know, something like that. I can't
Fifth
remember what it's
edition?
called, but Fifth
So what kind of-
edition. Yeah.
What
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
character
That's
did you make?
5th edition SW is Star Wars is what it's called.
What kind of character did you make?
I am a Zabrak, so I'm a Darth Maul character, but I'm
Nice.
I'm a Force using. I'm not a Jedi, but I'm a Force user, which is
Gotcha.
fun. We went and broke into a junkyard that was run by who are they? The Niktos gang, and they had like these dogs, these alien dogs, and I happened to have the DM didn't know it, but I had like control animal, so I force controlled him away and sent the dog away, and we just took on the handler pretty quickly, so it was good.
Nice.
It was fun, man. It's fun. And I'm doing an Australian accent, which if you want to see me butcher an Australian accent, come and watch.
So you're doing
Now
this
we
on,
gotta
a,
turn it tune
on a
in.
stream, or?
We're recording it, and then they're dropping the recordings. We may do it live, but it's a little, I think there's some things that they may need to edit down because it's like a few hours, like a couple hours, and everybody once in a while somebody's got to take a bathroom break or whatever. So.
Totally. There's that.
Yeah, man, I remember the old Marvel RPG. That was fun, man. I tried to play that too. Like it was like not City of Heroes. That was another one. That was a. But I do remember the Marvel one. I had that.
Is that helmet like translucent?
Yes.
That's wild.
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
It's not sitting right on there, but
These designs are really good, man. I mean, I am not a He-Man Masters of the Universe guy, but I've seen these on the shelf several times, and I was like, I might want to pick that up.
sits a little high, but. So I have a little Buzz Off collection. Buzz Off is like my little mini focus that keeps me from going super all in on Masters of the Universe stuff.
Nice.
So I have like, the only one I'm missing is the 2000X, which I'll get at some point. That one's not crazy or anything. But I have the classics. I have a vintage, and then I have 4 of the Origins one, which I love. I think the Origins Buzz Off is amazing.
It's really nice.
But this figure's nice. I was a little like, hoping it would be a little like on a bigger chest, a little more classic, but this is nice.
It almost makes it not look as goofy as it is.
I saw a video on this, and those wings do like rotate up and down too, like not just
like
out. So they like it. It'll like you can turn it, not just pull it out and back in. Like it'll so actually go up and down. Yeah. So
you can do this with both, right? And they're free. They're separate. And then
that's a lot. That's good articulation for those wings.
And the larger wings can come back.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
So these 2 flap, and then both of them, all 4 of them twist. So there's that. But let's leave him there. This is.
Well, we got Simon in chat saying he's got the 2000X one if you need him. So.
Oh, maybe.
There you go.
All right, let me come back over here. It's a little awkward positioning because of the microphone. But yeah, I think the camera setup works pretty well. I'm glad. I might do that. I might do the DSLR as my main camera too.
That's probably a lot easier because you don't have to like hang it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right now it's on a crazy arm and it's all.
Mm-hmm.
But this setup here will be good for. I do.
The lighting's really good. How are you lighting it?
I just have one Lume Cube, with the little like dome diffuser.
Okay. I think the matte background helps a lot. I put it on this black shiny table, semi-shiny table, and I gotta get it.
I'm also lucky that it's in a spot. There's none of my ceiling lights, none of my room lights are directly above it. They're all off to the sides.
Got a super chat.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a little behind on these. Bonnie Rotten. Hey, Bill, can you swap any parts between the Mezco Eradicator Hornet and any buzz off? I don't have my. I think my.
He's saying, is it possible? You don't have to do it. Just he's asking.
Oh,
if it's possible. I guess you'd have to try it though.
Yeah, I mean, I have to. You probably could swap the head. Probably could swap the heads. I mean, it's not going to be an exact fit, but I think you'd be able to do that.
Cool figure. Is the claw, is it articulated at all, or is it just solid?
Yeah. So hold on, let me come over here again. So the claw,
cool.
the bigger piece is on a hinge.
I think that might be the only buzz off that has that.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of buzz offs, so.
Yeah, I don't recall any of the other ones having an articulated claw.
Unless it's the 2000X, but I doubt it. But yeah, so you can do the articulation there, which is nice. But I feel like they've always been able to hold the weapon decently. Like it's got that same shape where, you know, you kind of like wedge it into that last circular area.
Right.
There. A lot of I feel like new parts on this guy, like the belt and the loincloth and stuff. Of course, a lot of the arms and the leg stuff will be used on like Clawful and some of the others. Let's see here.
Nice figure you have there, Bill.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Isn't that cool looking?
Hell has frozen over, hasn't it?
That's right. That's right.
Let me put you up.
It'll be a
cold
cold
Put it
day.
back up there. It does look great. It looks really good.
They've delivered Batman and Iceman this year, or Mr. Freeze. So
this is totally, what's his name? J. Jonah Jameson. What's his
Yes.
name?
Oh yeah.
It's totally him, man. They completely and utterly modeled that after him.
Yeah, it does look like him.
It's entirely.
What was I gonna say?
It's great looking.
The way that, so I've seen some pics, and a couple of things that struck me are the way the helmet distorts the face as if it's like a super thick kind of thing. Like, so like when you look at it at different angles, it looks like a real, so yeah, because it's got like these lines and things, like there's some different angles that it kind of looks a little bit distorted. And then doing that. And then there's like,
what is that like a negative, are people saying?
No, I think it's cool. I think
it's cool too.
Kind of liking that.
Yeah.
It gives it like a realism. It gives it like, I feel like that's what would happen with like a icy, frozen, thick helmet like that.
And like you'd need reinforcement for a dome like this if it was going to be that cold, you know what I mean? Like, or something, I don't know. Or it's circulation,
and then
who
the
knows?
flocking, that's like supposed to be the freezer burn. Right? Is that flocking? Is that what that is?
Flocking.
The ice on the back? What? No, on the back. Like that. What is that?
Oh, yeah. Like, the burn.
Oh,
like as if these,
is it
as
flocked?
if these had been running.
What is that? Or is it like?
Oh, yeah, it is. Fuzzy. Oh, man, I didn't even know that. I just opened it up. Ooh, yeah, it's like that's iced really cool. Over, like you just took something out of a, like it's
been in the freezer for too long.
Has that cake in the freezer? Yeah, exactly. It's it's your moldy food from the freezer.
Or like you leave the freezer open a crack, or the
freezer
ice,
burn.
The ice, the ice thing.
That's awesome. This, I gotta say, man, this is probably one of the best in Conan, and then maybe this. This is great. Really
cool looking.
Mine was through Dorkside So that got canceled, and I never pursued it again. But maybe I'll
It got
pick
canceled. Oh,
Dorkside Toys went out of business.
Duh. Yeah, Dorkside. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking.
Yeah, that does look like that actor.
Totally. What is it? J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, some of the people had that in there. Let me get out of there.
Killer gun.
Freezer
This
burn.
could, yeah, this has got some freezer burn on it too.
Oh, that's neat.
Really cool. This could be a good cosmic gun. I mean, if you want to pay,
Yeah.
you know, $100 for an accessory, I suppose, for your cosmic legions.
I'm actually debating it for that Superman that they've got out now, just for that cape, like the torn cape on the.
Stop it.
Like I just want that cape. I don't want the Superman, but
The thing is,
you heard of-
Mezco's part out really well. So if you were to like
Yeah.
buy a Mezco and just
Yeah.
sell
Somebody
all
will.
the extra parts
Well,
separately, like
yeah, you
you
can
would
do that.
definitely, you know.
But what I was
make
going to
out
say is
fine.
somebody will be selling that cape somewhere.
yeah.
I don't know that Toy Anxiety, there's a site called Toy Anxiety that parts out Hot Toys.
Six
I don't
scale.
know if they do Mezco stuff, though. I'm not really sure.
Oh boy, Jesse found out I was on. I'm in trouble.
While he was on.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true. He's on Mythic Minute. Oops.
Cloud commented on my shirt. It's the Young's
yeah.
Viking. I'm in a Marth. I love this band. I
Have
actually
you-
did not care for them at all until I saw them live. I randomly was like, oh, I'm just gonna go see them, and then I after that I loved them. And I
Okay.
think it
'Cause
was
I-
this
I-
tour was maybe the first time I saw them.
I was never a huge fan. Have you heard of pirate metal?
No,
This is a thing now.
it's a new genre.
I guess it's like, you know, like where that is like Vikings, and
Yeah,
there's a lot of that kind of crap during the 80s and 90s. I guess pirate metal is a thing now.
is that
It's like
is that
pirate
Ailstorm?
songs, and they dress like pirate. Yeah, Ailstorm. Yeah.
That sounds like what that would be. Yeah, I gotta
I've
check
heard
it
of
out.
medieval metal and Viking metal, but not pirate metal. But that's cool.
Yeah, some of this kind of I guess kind of crosses over with like D&D type stuff too. So like dwarves, and not that there's oh yeah. I mean, dwarf metal is a thing. Dwarf metal. I don't even know
It's
what
just
that
really
means.
small metal.
But do you have to be a little person to be in dwarf metal? Or is it just big beards and giant shoes, or what? What's the deal? I don't get it.
Is there Goblin metal?
There
I know
should
I
be.
know Orange Goblin is a band. I like Orange Goblin.
Is it?
But I don't know if Goblin metal is a thing.
There's a whole metal
Orange
band
Goblin
that
is
does-
like stoner metal or something. I would describe it as.
There's a whole. I saw a metal band that's on. I don't think they're not very good. It's very kind of seems too light for what they're doing, but they're like a D&D. They dress like a D&D team. What's the term?
Campaign company.
Company, yeah, group, and play metal. Dwarf metal is like Blue Man Group, but with anvils.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I don't
Big,
think
heavy,
that's true, is it?
clanging sounds. That makes sense. That
does
actually
make
fits
sense,
right
actually, yeah.
So no PVC
So it's like
pipes.
Stomp, where they used to like hit the trash cans and stuff, but they have like they're actually making swords on stage or something. That'd be amazing.
And apparently
Oh, it's a
the
joke.
term is party. So
Party. That's what I was trying to think. Thank you,
Yeah.
Jesse. Just would not come to me.
I love metal, but I'm not like super knowledgeable about all the different subgenres of it and everything.
Not new stuff, man. There is so much. There's so many new subjects. It used to be hair metal, death metal, and metal,
Black
and hard
metal.
rock, and that was it. Black metal. Well, black metal was kind of a death metal
Death
offshoot,
metal, yeah.
But now it's like there's core metal. There's what was the? It was like some sort of like math metal. I don't even know. It's ridiculous.
did I catch on one of your shows that you said that you were in a battle of the bands,
Me?
Trevor? Yeah.
Yeah. I used to sing in a. We weren't really metal. We did like alternative stuff, like in the '90s. So it was more Seattle sound or whatever. Jane's Addiction, stuff like that. Rage Against the Machine. And we crossed over a little bit, but it wasn't like Maiden. I mean, I love that stuff, but we just didn't do that stuff. So,
is there any video out there that we can see of?
Dude, I would
Walker
love
Trevor?
to find some, but I mean, I have pictures. We used to videotape the shows. My drummer used to videotape him, and I ask him all the time. I'm like, dude, do you have any of these things? Can you digitize these things? I would really like to, because there was one year. I hope we actually don't have this one, that we did a Halloween show at a bar that we used to play at all the time, and we dressed up as the Wizard of Oz, and I was Dorothy, and I probably am the most unattractive woman you may have ever seen. Like, it was really, really bad. I had Converse sneakers that I put red glitter on and stuff, and I wore like I don't even know what I wore. It was bizarre.
You ruby slippered some Converse, huh?
I did, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I saw a Guar show in a very small place. This is the most incredible.
They must have seemed larger than life in a tiny place like that.
Oh my God. And disgusting, man. Oof. Good Lord. Stuff spraying all over the place in the pit, man. It was gross. I don't know how you could even get away with that now, like legally. People slip and fall on fake, bodily fluids.
Or fake slip and fall and sue the band.
Or that. Yeah.
I want to go see Mastodon and Gojira are touring this summer, and I want to go see them.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen them together before. It was awesome. That was my first time seeing Gojira, and like that band is nuts. They're so good.
Do you like brick we were called Toast?
Toast.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you like Muse?
Muse
is good.
Yeah, I just saw them in Denver. Incredible show. Incredible show. Huge. Massive show.
That's cool.
I do have tickets to Claypool. He's doing.
Oh, nice.
So the
Cool.
Frog Brigade, back in like 2000, so like 20 years ago, they did. Whenever they toured, they did "Animals" by Pink Floyd, and they're doing it again.
Oh, cool.
So I'm pretty pumped.
The whole album, right?
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah,
only
yeah.
5 songs, but
Nice.
they're long songs.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Oh, Testament, man. I used to love Testament.
I've been meaning to ask you, Bill, since the whole Mondo thing. Have you gotten any of the newer posters and stuff? Is there like since the whole thing happened? I know
haven't
they had a few sales, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I haven't really. No.
Gotcha.
I don't think that they would be through the productions that were already underway yet.
Oh, okay.
But at some point when they get through all that, I have a feeling it's going to get ugly with the posters. Sounds like the figure stuff is going pretty good though. So
the stuff that they're revealing like now, you're thinking was already in production beforehand.
Probably.
Gotcha.
Especially, I think a lot of artists have already gone on record saying they're just not going to work with them anymore. So,
okay.
They're not going to pull back on stuff they already did contracts for, but.
Right.
So
wait, so who's talking about Jane's over here? I love Jane's.
yeah, Jonathan said he had to sell his Janes and Pumpkins tickets. I saw that show. It was really good. Pumpkins have become something completely different, though, man.
Yeah,
Really,
their new album is. I could not even listen to it. I had trouble listening to it.
Dark, and I don't know. He stomps around like in a long black jacket, like he's Neo or something from Matrix. I don't know. It's very weird. Like, I love the old stuff. It was great when they played the old stuff, and the new stuff, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But Jane's was amazing. Jane's was amazing.
I've been watching a lot of 90s. I don't know. I've just been like clicking on the stuff that's been crossing my social media feed, and it's just been turning into a lot of 90s stuff. A lot of interviews with like Nirvana and Smashing Pumpkins, and just back in the day, back when I was in high school, just kind of gravitating towards a lot of that stuff lately.
I went down a Bjork rabbit hole the other day. I don't know what made me look up Bjork. Somebody mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh man, that's a great song. That's a great album."
Yeah,
and,
Bjork is awesome.
I just started listening to the whole album, then watching videos, and then there was a video of her when she was like, she must have been like 9 or something like that.
Really?
Sweden? Yeah, playing in a band, and her voice was insane. It was incredible, man. She looked like a little Bjork. She was all like still like powerful and kicking and stuff. Like, it was great.
Yeah, Bjork is really interesting. Always, every album, just always pushing the limits of everything.
Yeah, totally
Iceland,
different.
Yeah,
Iceland. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, somebody mentioned, I love it when people have eclectic taste in music, and somebody, was it Brick, mentioned Bay Area, and that Brick mentioned Bay Area. I'm also into DJ Shadow, who is from the Bay Area. I love DJ Shadow.
Frank Sinatra? Anybody into Frank Sinatra? I love the Rat Pack, man. I can listen to that stuff all the time, man. It's great. Yeah, I'm all over the place, man. Like Mozart, Frank, Metallica, anything really, anything but classic country. Like I never liked country. I hated country music, and I don't like the pop, all that stuff that it's become, even less than I like country music. But like Patsy Cline or something, man. You want a Patsy Cline? I could listen to Patsy Cline.
I like the Ween country album.
I don't even know that.
You ever heard of the band Ween?
Yeah, I know Ween, but I've never heard the country album.
They put out a country album, and they got classic country stars to
sing
on it or perform different instruments on it and stuff. But
yeah, like that old 60s, 70s country was pretty good, actually.
It's called 12 Golden Country Greats. It's got 10 songs.
Well, that's cool. I'll have to check that out.
How about DJ Crush? Oh, I love DJ Crush. I've been listening to one, Zen? Something fairly recent, maybe like something kind of recent-ish. I've been listening to it just at work. Just like while I'm during my prep, just my background music.
What is that?
I think it might be called Zen. No, Zen might be one of the older ones. There's something recently that I've been listening to.
Used to be more into like electronica and stuff, like Moby and all that stuff, but I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me anymore. See the Frank Sinatra AI cover. Who? Oh, Lil Jon Southern Rap. No, that sounds awful.
That sounds
no
awful.
Offense, but I mean, maybe it's great. Who knows? I don't know. I have started playing with just because I want knowledge, because I'm very anti AI art, right? But I did start playing with Midjourney, and it is fascinating. Although I don't know, it seems kind of limited in certain things. But it's amazing. I mean, you just put in a prompt, try it over and over again, and then you just watch it, because it's on. The only way you can do it is through Discord, and that I know of anyway. I'm sure somebody has other ways of doing it. It's nuts, man. Just put in some words, and like 30 seconds later, you've got like 4 pictures to choose from. You can refine those. It's crazy. It's really scary as hell, but
yeah.
I don't like it, but I guess genie back in the bottle is a tricky thing to do.
Yeah. Fugazi and DJ Shadow angle. I don't get that one. I do like Fugazi though. Is it maybe just because like that late 90s thing? Sleep and High on Fire. Do I know Sleep? I'm not familiar with Sleep, but I do like High on Fire. And you know who else I like? And I didn't realize High on Fire was a Bay Area band, but another band I really like is Entombed. I only have like 1 or 2 of their albums. But I saw them open up for Amon Amarth, and I had never heard of them at the time, and like I really grew to like them.
My claim to fame is that we once opened up for Quiet Riot.
Ooh, nice.
Really?
But it was like at a ski lodge. So it wasn't at the height of their popularity or anything,
Right.
but it was before Kevin Dubrow died, but they were dicks, so
Ah,
yeah.
Really?
Dicks. Yeah, they just stayed in the trailer all night. They didn't come out. They didn't say anything to anybody. It was just, I think they were like kind of pissed that they had to play there.
I wouldn't take that from them.
No, you're not going to take it.
I'm not gonna take it. It's the wrong band, but I'm still not gonna take it.
I'm surprised that they didn't want to come out and hear Toast. That's surprising.
I think they were intimidated by us. I think
That's probably what
I think
it
we
is.
outplayed them, and we had a built-in crowd there, so like they were out for us. And Quiet Riot
It's
was
like
"You guys are old."
the famous early on tour with Metallica and Ozzy, where Metallica opened for Ozzy, and
I saw that tour.
Yeah, you guys were the Metallica.
I was there to see Ozzy, man, but I was there to see Metallica as well. Like that was just when Metallica. That was like we saw him like 2 weeks before Cliff died. So
Yeah,
we saw Cliff, and they were incredible. They were incredible. But Ozzy was great at that time too. He was like top of his game. So
Oh, are they touring again?
really,
I wonder if they're coming to Boston. I feel like they were just around here like a year ago or something.
I saw.
I feel sad when some of these older bands. Not an Amon Amarth is not that they're not that old, but some of these older bands come around, man, and it's like it's only like 2 guys from the band. I can't think of anybody right now, but like Rat, I know was touring for a while. It's like, who's going to see Rat? Like who's going, man? I don't know.
That's like
I
a
feel like I gotta go just because I feel bad for them that there's not going to be any.
playing like bars and stuff.
They are, yeah. It's like little tiny venues, man. It's really. It's
I did see Aerosmith is on a farewell tour.
That I would go see. I loved Aerosmith in the 70s and early 80s, and then when they got into the whole, besides the Run DMC thing, I kind of dug. But then I don't know, it just got a little too sappy, and like it was the same period where Heart got all, orchestral and all that crap. I didn't like that stuff, but I'd go see them because I mean it's like one of those bands like you're never gonna see them again. I've never seen them live, so
Yeah, their 70s stuff is awesome though.
yeah.
Oh boy, Hedgehog said he saw Aerosmith and it was not good. Like lately, like in the last few years.
His voice is not what it was, man. If you ever see any like his isolated mic stuff, it's not good.
I believe that.
I love the Misfits too, Laura. I love the Misfits.
I saw the
Misfits are
Stones pretty
they're on
late in the
tour.
game.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
And
A lot of people said they're great.
They were surprisingly good. Like
Yeah,
I thought they were just
yeah.
going to be really old and just worn out, but they were kind of.
I've heard
kind of
that.
awesome.
I've heard that. I'm sorry that I've never seen them either. There's a lot of bands like that I feel like, I'm gonna go see them one day. I'm not really into them, but I'll go see them. Springsteen is one of those. We did finally. I saw Elton John a long time ago though. We saw him on his farewell tour. That was great.
I have Bungle tickets,
Nice.
and they're actually
Mr. Bungle or
Mr. Bungle. Yeah,
Mr. Bungle. Oh, nice. Where is that?
that's
I
in
didn't know
Boston.
they were on tour. Oh my god, he's the best. Man.
With
Faith
the
No
Battles,
More was one
actually.
of my favorite bands ever.
So good show. That drummer later did Battles. I don't know if that's the same Battles, but there's a band, a math rock band called the Battles that are opening up for Bungle that I like. Bungle is different now.
Is it
band
not
has
Mr.
changed.
Bungle? Is it just Bungle?
It's Mr. Bungle. I just always
Oh, it is,
say
okay.
Bungle.
Oh, you just say
Mr.
Bungle.
Bungle is different now.
Because you're tight with him.
They're pretty much thrash.
Oh yeah, I haven't
At
listened
this
to
point.
any of
They're
the
kind
new
of
stuff.
back to their super origins.
Yeah.
And they're kind of, but still pumped because I had never went and saw
Pre-Faith
them.
No
I don't know
More.
why. What's up?
Pre-Faith No More.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish Faith No More would get. I mean, what's his name died, but like, I'd love to see them get back together, man. I saw
died?
them live. Didn't the guitar player die
Did he?
for Faith No More? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? I thought
Not
somebody
sure.
died.
I saw them a couple years ago. They put out a new album like 5 years ago, maybe 6 years
Faith No
ago.
More was touring. I got to get on something that tells me who's out there, man, because I have no freaking clue.
They're awesome. I mean, Mike Patton has been just, he's been so good for so many years in just like so many different bands and stuff.
Freaking love that guy. Yeah, Rick Jones, man. Me too, man. I saw Black Sabbath with Dio that last tour. That was so freaking good. They were amazing. Yeah, Angel Dust.
Oh, so Chuck
Oh,
Mosley?
the first singer. Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did. I forgot.
I mean, sad for his family and everything. That was a good album, though. I did enjoy that album. It just wasn't as good as when Patton came in.
Yeah. Patton did a lot of video game monster noises and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Curtis, what are you listening to?
Yeah, Bungle is they're speed metal again.
Really,
And
anything
what's his
country.
name from Anthrax is in the band now.
Good. Who? Oh, Ian.
Ian, yeah.
Scott Ian.
Scott Ian, yeah.
Man,
You got
that's a
super
great
chat
band.
there,
Holy crap.
Bill.
What's that?
Oh,
You got a super,
nice.
couple
Yeah, you got a
super chats
$10
now.
Oh yeah. Boy Called Malice, $10. Love it how love how it sometimes gravitates to electric music talk when Bill has no scheduled stuff. Oh, eclectic music stuff when Bill has no scheduled stuff. This feels like an awesome chill session with friends, toys, and music talk, and it shows our age. Bunch of old.
Well, I
people
got to
thinking
tell
about
you,
old
like,
music.
no shit. I was thinking about like Monday's Legion Lounge, and we're gonna have an all-star, figure to talk about. But I was like, I think maybe we'll just do like an Ask Us Anything type of thing, because I don't have anything planned. I don't have a guest or anything like that. Like, I saw you're doing this, I'm like, shit, it's gonna kind of do the same thing. Well, maybe we'll talk about different stuff.
And another one, Braku, almost 100 people turned in to talk washed up metal bands. I love it.
Maybe we should start another channel.
I feel like Buzz Off isn't really contributing to the conversation.
You're really
Should I get him out of here?
He's quiet.
Let me get him out of here.
Who are your favorite?
I would
bands?
say the thing I've been listening to the most lately is that like medieval metal, like Falconer is one of the bands that I listen to a lot. So
who was the oh god, Savatage, Hall of the Mountain King. I love that song. That was great. That was cool. Dungeon,
yeah.
Hoping
Buzz
Buzz
Off
Off will be the next homage figure with the Sphexian bass. I think
Buzz Off digs the B-52s.
I agree, but I think they should use the torso from Bardrick.
Yeah, stripe it. Yeah, baby.
Stripe it up.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But
Rob
do it like
Zamora.
a light leather and a dark leather, you know what I mean? As
Mhm.
opposed to like black and yellow. Well, they keep
I
with the
still think
colors,
they
though.
would do the black
Yeah,
and
they
yellow.
would keep
but
with the colors, yeah.
Check out
I want to. Oh, go ahead.
Spotlights, Seismic, Lowrider, Refractions, Lantlos, Melting Suns.
Melting Suns, I think I've heard.
I have not heard of any
Seismic,
of them.
I've heard. That's it, though.
I'm hoping
I don't know
that,
much new metal.
we get a Beastman tribute with the Wukong head, and then maybe like the cowl piece or whatever from Krampus with the Wukong head would I think would look nice.
That'd be cool.
But the one thing about the tributes is it's completely different than what you think it's going to be. Like, you're like, oh, I think they have the parts for X, Y, and Z, and then they come out with something completely different.
Is Ghost
Jeez,
Sean Lennon's band, or is that something else I'm thinking
No.
of?
Ghost is the
Sean's
one
Lennon's-
with Papa Emeritus.
Oh,
and
Ghost. Yeah, that's right.
I can't get into that crap. Man.
I like
don't
one of their
know.
albums. I forget what it's called.
It's like 80s Swedish synth
it's
rock,
like glam rock.
and
It's
it is. It's like glam rock, but they try to like, it's like a sound called like Mary on the Cross, and you're like, ooh, it's Mary on the Cross. They're really dark, but it's like, it's not. It has nothing. There's nothing dark about the lyrics whatsoever. And there's another song called Little Miss Sunshine, and the guy's up there dressed like this death pope, and he's singing Little Miss. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sorry, man. I know a lot of people love them, but I can't.
They do have that song.
That
It's like,
whatsoever.
Don't you forget about dying. Don't you forget about your friend death. Don't you forget that you will die. I think that's them.
That's the hardest thing I've ever heard. I don't know.
And it's like, but it's not metal. It's not like a dark metal sound. It's just like,
Yeah, it's this.
But
it's
I know,
this happy Swedish
I like them well enough.
hair band. I don't know. It's weird, man.
What about
Whatever album that is on, that's the album I have, and I do dig that album.
What about Glory Hammer? You guys listen to them at all?
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've heard of them, I think, but I don't think I've listened.
Don't know if I've ever listened to them. I like your ice troll up there with his arms up.
Yeah. He was holding a sign, but it fell down.
Prequel. That's the album I have. Prequel.
From Ghost? Okay.
Yeah.
I've tried, man. I have tried, and I have tried, and I have tried, and I do not care for them. Thank you, Kevin.
Glory Hammer sounds uncomfortable.
It does. It does, actually. Yeah, that sounds like a... That sounds... yeah. There's something in the Karma Sutra or something.
Ghost is the kind of band that I would check out live, and then I'd probably start to really like them a lot more or something. Like that seems like that MO to me.
That's what I've
Kind
heard.
of happened with this band, with Amon Amarth, where like I wasn't really like into their sound, and then I saw them live, and it just clicked.
That's what I've heard. It's a show. And Fabio, who was just on, just got into him through Kyle from Super 7. And he didn't really care for him either. I mean, he went to the show, and he's like, no, he's a big fan. So, I don't know. It seems like a lot of cosplay people and stuff. I don't know.
I do want to see, speaking, I brought up Sean Lennon, but Claypool Lennon, I regret never seeing them. I really would like to see them if they come around again. If anybody is into like the Beatles sound, but also like a mix of like primacy stuff, it's so good. There's two Claypool Lennon Delirium. There's 2 albums, and they're so damn good.
What's his other son doing? Is he doing anything?
Julian Lennon?
Julian Lennon?
I don't know.
Man, he had some good songs, man. A couple good songs.
Different.
That's
moms?
hard to live up to.
It is, man. Especially when you look so much like him and sound so much like him. It's like, how can you know? It's almost like people just look at you automatically and go, dude, you're not John. You know what I mean? Like, It's like, no, I'm not trying to be him. I just look like him and sound like him.
Sean's kind of trying to be him, and it's
I know he
kinda
is,
working.
yeah.
He's kind of awesome. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
really into Sean's solo stuff, but like him with Claypool, like that duo
I'll have
is
to check that out. I've never heard it.
fantastic.
Never heard it.
Okay, Julian's mostly into photography nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Got a little bit of his mom, a little bit of his dad.
Hopefully the good parts.
Slipknot. That's a band. Have I seen Slip? I don't think I've ever seen Slipknot, but I like them.
I may have
That's a
seen
good
them on a
band.
Monsters of Rock tour, but I wasn't there to see them. Yeah, Julian did have a number 1 song in the 80s, and I cannot remember for the life of me what the hell it was.
Thundercats on tour.
Remember, do you guys, I don't know if you guys are, maybe they had this stuff going on. Do you remember like they had like Disney on Ice and all that stuff? Like you would go to like did they still have that? Okay. I only remember seeing it in like the late 70s or something like that. So don't know if it was still around, but I guess my nieces went to stuff like that.
They do like
do that stuff
ones.
with like He-Man on ice, and
I feel like they probably have done He-Man on ice.
they probably have. Probably
Tool. I love Tool. I saw them.
Oh yeah, Tool. Mm-hmm.
The last band I saw before the pandemic was Tool. So
Really?
like November-ish of 2019, I saw Tool. I've since seen a couple shows. Like about a year ago, I went to Boston Calling and saw like, a handful of bands, including Metallica. But that Tool show was nuts. It was at the Garden, which I don't usually like shows at the Garden, but they kept it low somehow. They kept all the lights down and low, and they just, the sound was somehow incredible. And
Nice.
Man, it was right after that album came out, that recent album, and it was just killer
I saw
show.
them on the Lollapalooza. I think it was the second Lollapalooza. And yes,
Yeah,
Pixies.
I saw
am
them there,
a Pixies
too.
fan now. I'll be right back. Hang on a second.
Love the Pixies. Pixies is one of my all-time favorite, and Frank Black and all the Frank Black, all his stuff too. I love it all.
I don't know that I know the Pixies.
You ever heard the song "Where Is My Mind"?
It doesn't ring a bell.
It's at the end of Fight Club.
Oh, okay. I probably do then.
You've probably heard it, but can't think of it right now. But Tool, Chili Peppers, System of a Down are my concert bucket lists. I System of a Down, man, they're so good.
That's a pretty good list.
Well, we used to do a Frank Black song actually in my band. It was just one of those weird things that we did. I think it was, I can't remember the name of the song.
A Frank Black song. What year was your
Yeah.
band going till?
It was in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
And what the hell was the name of it? It was something about Los Angeles. Los Angeles was the name.
That's the name of the song, Los Angeles.
Yep.
That's a ripper.
Thanks, buddy.
There's a video. He has a video for that song, and he's riding a
I've never
hovercraft.
seen it. Have I? Maybe I did.
Saw that comment from Doke.
What's APC? Why am I drawing a blank on APC? Who's that?
Not sure.
APC.
The Beachcomber, Odin. That's probably where you saw him, at the Beachcomber.
Oh, A Perfect Circle. Okay.
Yep. I never saw them, but
Me
great
neither.
band.
The dog's name is Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, APC is Perfect Circle. Okay.
He's blind. But he's a good boy. Hey, buddy. Say hello.
I've never been to the Beachcomber, but I go to the Cape a lot.
All right. He's probably got to go out. I'm going to have to take him, so...
Yeah, I should probably wrap this up. It's 10 o'clock
all right.
before we just talk for 2 more hours about, I don't know,
Old metal band.
porno for
Man.
Palos.
Touched on everyone. I love the Mars Volta too. Yeah, Mars Volta is awesome. What is that name of that long song? That Ghosts Don't Haunt No More or something. I don't know. It's an incredible, weird song. It's a great song.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everybody for the super chats, and thanks for coming on to my just like random chill stream. I just wasn't up for planning anything, but I feel like it went well, and I had fun, and we got to chat, and we got to focus on the chat a lot more this time. So I want to do that a little more often. Oh, the giveaway! Shit! Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Trevor, you can hop off. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the
All right.
giveaway now.
All right.
Jesus.
Good luck, everybody. I'm gonna hop
That's
off
why
and
there's
join my
90
giveaway.
people on here. They're waiting for the damn giveaway.
Come on, Bill.
Like, we gotta
See
listen
you
to
guys.
all these bands just to try to get to a
Yeah,
giveaway.
right. Trying to pretend that they enjoy this music talk while they listen.
Yeah, I like them too. How about that giveaway?
Oh my
All right,
god!
I'll see you
I'm
guys.
such an
I'll
idiot.
see you guys Monday. Have a great Memorial.
See you, man.
Oh yeah, we
All
doing Monday because it's Memorial Day. I don't know. Can you do Monday? We'll talk later.
I can. Yeah, I think I probably
Okay.
can.
It's 9:00 at night at that point.
It's like
unless you're
a Sunday night kind of.
drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys.
See you,
Yeah,
Trevor.
see you later. So just a reminder that Michael Casper hooked it up with this giveaway. This is all Michael Casper. So if anybody wins this, please go find a way to thank Michael Casper for this giveaway. And just as a reminder, it's a good one. It's a good one this week. It's Sir Girard. Okay. Rules are in the description below. Just a reminder there. If you win, just shoot me an email at podcast@dorklair.com and I will, let me know your address and I'll ship this out to you in the next day or two. And what we're going to do is Changeling in the chat. Old people hashtag uncone1 hashtag old people music. I'm not gonna put these on the screen because then people will think that's what it is. Hashtag Ben Franklin. Hashtag death metal. But no, it is Changeling. Hashtag Changeling. And I will. Let me pull that up.
It's canon. You can put any head you want
That
on
I should have put that in. It should have been it's canon.
it. Yeah.
We got a share giveaway tool. Okay, that's ready. Hashtag Changeling. 44 entries. Nice. That's quick.
Not bad.
Yeah, when it's Legions, that's my audience, right? Like Legions is my audience. That's Toy Jeremy. I don't want to put them up. I don't want people to think it's those. Hashtag Changeling. Again, US only, unfortunately. But if you are out of the US, you can enter, and if you can find someone for me to send it to in the US and they could forward it to you, that would work as well. Good luck, everybody. We won't wait so long this time. We're going to leave it up here and we're going to draw it pretty quick. Everybody's now just, instead of listing the bands, they're just hashtagging the different band names.
Yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button.
Appreciate it. What are you up to? You got a live stream tomorrow night, right?
We do. It's actually a really fun one. I'm excited about. We're going to talk about some forgotten toy lines. So the four of us each picked 3 toy lines from the past that kind of don't get a lot of love, but that mean something to us. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to go over Princess Bride. So I think that should be a fun show.
So you guys all watched it recently and are going to review it or something?
Yeah,
or just generally
yeah.
talk
We all watched it again and go through it. So that's over on Off-World YouTube channel tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So, yep. So let's go Off-World.
Cool. I'll try to make it. It's Friday nights are really tough for me to get like live streams.
Yeah. I just put the slides together for that show for tomorrow night, and I was surprised. Like the other guys sent me their 3 selections for the forgotten toy lines, and I was surprised that with 12 selections, none of them were the same. So that was pretty cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. All really obscure stuff, or
So there were some that they sent me that I was like, man, I don't even know what that is. But then there were some where I didn't recognize the name. And then when I started looking them up, I was like, oh, that makes sense. So
all action figures, or were there some like random other things?
there might be some other stuff mixed in there. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun conversation.
The chat will go crazy with that.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
be throwing all the different ones in the chat. Eric Miller, Foo Fighters, or Food Fighters.
You never know.
I think they're playing Boston this weekend.
I think he's talking about the toys, Food Fighters. Where it's like
my head's so into the music right now that I thought he just typoed Foo Fighters. Yeah.
Like those, what is it, like hot dogs and hamburgers?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There was they just turned everything into like a I don't know if those were Transformers, but like they turned everything into like they had rocks that were Transformers. Okay, now everybody's doing that. No, save it, people. Save it. Go tomorrow night. Watch the Off-World podcast and save all of these for tomorrow night. You're burning all your picks. Yeah, I didn't end up getting tickets to Boston Calling this year, but sounds like fun.
I don't even know what a Foo is, so I don't know if I should be, rooting for the Foo Fighters or not. Are Foo good? Are Foo bad? I don't know. So
I never saw Foo Fighters. I did see Nirvana. 93 with the Breeders. Speaking of Pixies, the Breeders opened up for Nirvana that show.
I did see there was somebody had put in here earlier, like most hectic concert earlier, and I went to one that was Fish opening for Metallica, and it was like everybody got high while Fish was on, and then when Metallica came out, like they just started throwing beer all over the place. It was pretty crazy. So
yeah, sounds like a lot of people are familiar with the fact that Foo Fighter means UFO.
Oh, okay.
Breeders, Kim Deal. Yep. Love the Breeders. I was listening, like I said, to a lot of Nirvana. I'll tell this one story and then we'll finish. We'll do the draw. And so there was an interview, 93. It was right around the time that In Utero came out, and they were just like talking about the recording process and what they were going for and like the sound and the whole, like the whole thing with that. And they basically said they wanted to sound like the Breeders. They wanted the production quality and the engineering and the recording to have the same kind of tone and sound as the Breeders. So that's why In Utero sounds so different tonally than their previous albums.
Gotcha.
So they went to, I forget his name, the producer that did Breeders and Pixies and stuff. Kim Deal. Yeah, that's right. She's from Ohio. Nice. The Deal sisters.
What city are you from, Eric? I was born in Lima, Ohio.
Nice. Nirvana and the Melvins. Kurt played on one of the Melvins albums, I believe. Melvins is another one that do I have tickets for the Melvins? I feel like they're coming around. Crybaby 30th, I think. All right, let's spin this thing. If I can find it here. Here.
64. Getting up
entries.
there.
All right, here we go. On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. Sorry for the delay. I completely forgot about the giveaway. But here we go. We got it. Here we go. The winner is Fortress Madamus. I feel like Fortress Madamus won before. Have you won before? If so, that'll be easy. I'll be able to find your address quick.
Awesome name.
But congratulations, Fortress Matt. Mattress Fortimus. Mattress Fort. All right. Congratulations. So just make sure you can either email me at podcast@dorklair.com or you can send me a DM like on social media or something like that. All right. And so
thanks to Casper. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you, Michael Casper. I don't think he's here still, but like much appreciated. If you see Michael Casper, give him a big thank you for essentially donating. Like he gave me those figures and said, "Hey, give that one away." So pretty much donated this one for the giveaway. So, and I'm going to be on the Legion's Lair this summer sometime in August. I think I'm going to be on the
that's
Legion's
cool.
Lair, so I'm pretty pumped about that because it's about time, about time I was
Yeah.
on that show. They stole my name, so
It's gonna be a lair crossover episode.
the Lair.
Yeah.
Solid stream. All right, everybody. Any last thoughts? Any last plugs, Curtis?
Nope. Just come see us tomorrow night on Offworld.
Awesome, everybody. Until next time, may the force be with you.
Follow me into the door.